Hi, thanks so much for the talk. It was really, really interesting. My question was about your vision. So your vision for the future of a world where everybody's using Bitcoin or whatever, or Bitcoin or whatever you're using, where it's serving the underserved, and where everyone has access now to, I guess, the financial market. I was just curious to hear a little bit more about how you think we get there. Because given that we have enormous portions of the world who are left out of the current financial systems, who have set up, in a way, their own financial systems and their own trading systems to use instead, how do you think we get those people on board? An example, I guess, use the example of the internet, given how the internet is used very, very differently, and tech is used very, very differently by people in, let's say, the slums of Kampala.
Yeah.
So if we're trying to access as an ultimate goal and an ultimate vision those people, so that everyone is all together in this I guess, utopia, how do we get there?
Well, part of the definition of the word utopia is it has two roots. One is you from the Greek good, as in good place, but it also means you from the prefix no. So it's the good place that doesn't exist. So that's the tricky part about utopia. It's good, but it keeps receding into the background the more you run towards it. I don't know. I don't know when, how we're going to do that. And I'm not convinced we're going to do it with what we have today, and I certainly don't think it's going to be easy, and I certainly don't think it's going to happen without a fight, without drama, conflict, and pushback. Because the reasons that resources are unequally distributed is because someone benefits from that everywhere, and that is the history of humanity. I do believe, and this is part of my vision, which is a very utopian, techno-libertarian vision, that every system of power that has ever existed in history eventually becomes co-opted, concentrated, corrupted, and becomes a system of oppression, right? Even if it started out as a system of liberty. And when it does, it needs to be disrupted. And there are only a few things that are effective in disrupting entrenched power. Ideas, and even better, ideas combined with technology. And that has always been the case. And it doesn't matter if the technology is fire, the wheel, pottery, the printing press, gunpowder, or the internet and cryptocurrency. So to me, technology together with ideas are the powerful forces that allow us to continuously disrupt the concentration and corruption of power. And that doesn't mean that, okay, we get what we want with cryptocurrencies, they become widely spread and everybody uses cryptocurrencies, and then what? Then cryptocurrencies will become co-opted, centralized, and corrupting, and then they'll need to be disrupted all over again by the next wave. That's the both privilege and responsibility of youth, is to come into society, discover it sucks, and try to fix it before anybody persuades you that you can't, which is the beauty of youth, because you're so ignorant of the fact that it's almost impossible that you actually try and sometimes succeed. The audacity that it takes to do that, combined with ideas and technology, I think are a really powerful force, but I don't assume we're ever going to succeed, achieve, arrive. This is about what choices we make today to slightly change the balance. Just tip it in a slight way. Spread that idea a bit further. Tell people there's another way. Tell them that money isn't what they think it is. That it isn't a system of value, that it's a language, and it's a language of power. And that by understanding that language, they can achieve power on a personal level. And then give that idea to someone else and keep propagating these ideas. They're enormously powerful. We now live in a world where ideas spread faster and further than they ever have before. 10 years ago, the job I do would be impossible. And many of the people who are in this room wouldn't be here without the internet. So we do have a better chance now, but I don't think we ever arrive. And, you know, just a bit better, and then the next generation will have to disrupt everything all over again, because some Bitcoin assholes will have accumulated too much money, become too detached from where they came from, become enamored with their narcissistic selves, repeated human history all over again, and will need to be dethroned with the technological equivalent of pitchforks. Again.